what it stands for, but we just like say pressure. I pressure.
Yeah, but can you describe it, since I always say it wrong and since people are here?
So we take all of our delicious veggies and fruits and we mash them all up together, and then we pressure them instead of heat treat them at about 40 degrees temperature so they don't get hot. And we do it at 5 or 6 times the pressure per square inch at the deepest part of the ocean. So it just knocks back all.
So what he's telling you, okay, okay, good. So it's a different way of making food safe for kids and babies that preserves, instead of like having cat food goo inside kids, you know, baby food, or it actually preserves the texture and all the vitamins and the nutrients and the kind of the vivid flavors that kids love. And because it does that, it's not just a baby food. It turns out that kids love it, grown-ups love it, grandmas love it, grandpas love it, everybody loves it. My teenager is our biggest customer. Okay, so could you please talk about what it means to be a mission-driven company, and can you talk a little bit about O-Farm's mission that we came up with right from the start?
So the first time that we met, we started talking about like the challenges that kids all over America face getting access to good food and education and books and all these things that you've spent so much of your life working on. And we said, hey, if we're going to get together and do something, let's get together and do something in a business that focuses on that. So mission-driven company is something that drives to a bigger mission than just selling product and making things. It's actually to try to make the world a better place and drive positive social impact. So when we first met, we high-fived and said, hey, let's do something together and let's do this to go after that so that we can get these really great quality products to kids all over America. And that's what we've been doing.
It really is. And you are dogged in your pursuit of actually following through. I've never seen anyone who said, yeah, we're going to do this. And then you actually spend all day, every day making sure that it happens. You are the reason O-Farm is a mission-driven company. So thank you.
Thank you.
But although I have to say, I think everyone who works at the company, that's part of what we all love about it. Don't you think?
Yeah, people are attracted to companies like that. It's in the DNA. And who wants to just go do a job? Like, don't you want to like make the world a better place while you're doing your job and having fun? It's challenging. It makes it challenging.
Totally. Exactly. So can you tell me a little bit about our entrepreneur allyship program? And can you explain where it came from, the idea, and where you hope that it goes? And then we'll talk about the companies in a second.
Mm-hmm. So this summer, after the George Floyd killing, and when there was a broad social conversation going on in the country about systemic racism and the challenges that have been there for many hundreds of years, but obviously for a long time, many people and companies all across the country were saying, well, what can we do? What are we doing? And challenging themselves. And it's not enough to not be racist. You have to actually be active in doing something to be anti-racist. And so in our way, we said, as a management team, remember we talked and we said, well, what can we do uniquely in our industry? And we said, hey, we have a lot of people in our company that are really passionate about this. We have a lot of experience in our company, people who have grown small businesses to big ones and helped companies grow. And so we said, what if we created our own version of kind of a incubator? But incubators are things that are out there that are great, and there's a lot of them that help small companies get started and get big. But we said, what if we just became allies, like really allies with 2 or 3 companies, with Black-owned businesses, really great entrepreneurs that were in this space, and we did just that. We were there for them. We gave them access to resources, to experience, to contacts, to systems, to help them accomplish their dreams. So we created this program. We found 3 companies that you're going to hear from in just a minute, who have amazing entrepreneurs who have every right and likely would be very successful unto their own right. But what we want to do is just do everything we can to help them get there faster and bigger. And the goal is, we know that power and money are often linked, and like we think the impact we can help drive here is by helping these companies achieve their dreams. We hope they become huge and big and successful, are role models for other Black-owned businesses and BIPOC businesses. We hope that they become leaders that inspire others to start their own businesses. We hope they invest in other businesses. We just want to create the ecosystem for Black-owned businesses in the consumer packaged goods space to be way bigger than it would be. And so we started this program as an idea to try to get that going and become a role model and share it with others. So other companies can do the same, hopefully.
And how do we measure if we're having any impact on these companies' growth?
Well, the most important thing is we ask them if they're happy with what we're helping them do. So you can hear from them. But we're actually, developing that right now. We're working with some really great resources in industry to help us figure out what are the metrics we want to focus on. What are the pieces of this that we can make replicable so that other companies can take it and make it even better than us? So wouldn't it be a cool idea if this works, if you could have hundreds of companies out there doing the same thing with 2 or 3 businesses and the impact you could have? So that's what our ambition is. And we're just at the beginning of that journey and humbly trying to figure out how to make it work.
Okay, great. All right, let's see. I think that it's time to say goodbye to you, John, because I'm going to start off with Partake. I'm going to talk to Denise first. No. Oh, I lied. Oh, good. I'm starting with, they're all great. I'm starting with Jen, Teresa, Jeff, I'm not sure. I'm starting with Pip Snacks.
Yes,
so
you
for
are.
anyone out there who loves an heirloom corn snack, hang on, because we have our first BIPOC-owned business who has been part of our Entrepreneur Allyship program coming up. So thank you, John.
Bye, all. See you.
I'll talk to you later. Okay,
Bye.
we X you. Okay, no offense, but bye. Okay, now we go. This is beyond me, Rosie. Okay. Don't give up.
Waiting for Pip
Coming you, Pip Snack. Ah, there they are. Coming at ya. Okay, here comes Pip Snacks. Teresa, Jeff, Jen. Let's see, Jeff.
Oh, they declined.
Oops, come back. Jeff and Jen are brother and sister. Teresa and Jeff, I'm not making that up, right? Are married. And that's the first thing that I'll tell you about Pip Snacks. The second thing is, it's delicious. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, we've got Teresa. Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Ah, are you kidding? I'm so excited. So we're gonna dive in. Could you please introduce yourself? Tell me about your company, why this product, why it's personal to you, and then we'll take a break.
Yeah, so I'm Teresa, and I'm one of the co-founders of Pipcorn. So you don't have today Jeff, who's my husband, and Jen, my sister-in-law, but we're a family business. And we launched Pipcorn really around this idea of an heirloom corn that we had discovered. So Jen, my sister-in-law, actually cannot eat normal popcorn. When we tell people that, they're like, what? Like, everyone can have popcorn. Like, that's terrible. But she can have Pipcorn. And so, we felt like there must be other people like Jen out there. And yeah, we took the corn and we launched it. There wasn't a lot outside of that. And it's just been an amazing roller coaster ride since then.
And tell me about the kinds of products that you guys have, because they are delicious. It's like your healthy, pure heirloom corn variety of anything you really want to eat.
Yeah, so our mission has really been to take this heirloom corn, use real corn and use real ingredients and reinvent our favorite nostalgic snacks. So popcorn, everyone loves, but cheese balls, our corn dippers, which are, I think, better than the Frito scoops that are out there.
I love them. I love them. Corn dippers.
They're so good, right?
So good.
Our crunchies, which are our version, of a crunchy cheese snack that I'm sure you guys all grew up loving, and our snack crackers. So our cheddar snack crackers are basically like a gluten-free heirloom corn Cheez-It. So it's, our whole thing is, hey, we wanted to eat these items, but we all grew up, realized that we shouldn't be eating things that turn our fingers orange. And so we were able to take our heirloom corn and get out there and give people the snacks that, they want to be eating, and now they can be proud to be seen eating them.
I love it. So can you give me an idea how it started, since you're an entrepreneur and you guys started this company yourselves, how it started, or where you started, how it's going?
Yep. So we started in 2012 with hand stamped bags of pipcorn selling at a food market because we didn't have the money to make, real packaging and get a designer. And I think what we love about our business is that it really wasn't anything outside of just the product that I think that sold it, right? Like we didn't have marketing budgets, we didn't have a real packaging job. We really just had that product inside the bag, and it just I think resonated because of how good it tasted. I think where we are today, and huge thank you to John and you, Jen, and the O Farm team of supporting us this past year. But we've been able to live our dreams of having a family of heirloom products, which is crazy. And just I think broader distribution outside of, our of Brooklyn, which is where we launched. So, I think that we didn't imagine our business to be what it is today, and the fact that we're here is pretty crazy.
Before we go, can you please tell us where people can find pipcorn? I always call it pip snacks because I just think of them as, what do I know? But will you tell people where to find pipcorn?
Well, it's so funny that you say that because we've like battled internally, like, do we put pip snacks on the bag or pipcorn? And so like we've talked about that a lot too, but you can find us nationwide. We're in Whole Foods, the Fresh Market. We're in Irwan in the West Coast. We're in Raley's. So you can go to our website, go to our store locator. We also ship, direct to consumer on pipsnacks.com. And then we just launched in Canada, actually, last year. So we're in Canada too.
Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you so much. We are going to say thank you and goodbye and move on to Ibrahim. Okay, Ibrahim with a dozen cousins. You're awesome. Thanks, Teresa. Tell Jeff and Jen I said hey.
I will. Thanks, Jen. I'll try to see if I can leave.
We're going to leave you.
Oh, okay.
Bye, pipcorn. Okay. Here comes a dozen cousins. A dozen cousins is so delicious you guys would not even be able to stand it. It's beans. Beans. Here it comes. Ibrahim.
Hey, how are you?
Ibrahim, hi, how are you?
How are you doing? I'm doing good. Should I back up a little bit? Back up.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm in a good spot. I was just trying to get my head in the right spot on the camera here. I think I'm good.
Okay. I hear you. Believe me, I feel you. I was trying to find the light, It's like, okay, Ibrahim, a dozen cousins. As you know personally, because I emailed you a couple of days ago and said, I won't survive quarantine without your Cuban black beans. Can you please send me some? And you said, how many? 1 case or 2? And Mo said, 1 case is plenty. She was being polite. And I said, we're going to need 2, please. Please, oh, please.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you appreciate it. Thank you. I think this whole program is just to make sure I get good food. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell everyone about your company, why this product, why it's personal to you, and then we'll take a break.
So my name is Ibrahim Basir. I'm the founder and CEO of A Dozen Cousins. The brand, first and foremost, is named after my daughter and her 11 cousins. I come from a really big family, so I actually have 9 siblings. Quick fun fact is that there's now more than a dozen cousins. The family has grown.
I was gonna say.
We're at 13, but we're gonna pause the brand at a dozen. The brand is just really all about combining taste, health, and culture. That was our goal from the very beginning. We wanted to find a line of products that tasted really good, but that were also very healthy, and that combined this element of like culture and tradition. And so all of our recipes are traditional Creole, Caribbean, and Latin American dishes. You alluded to the Cuban black bean. We have a Mexican pinto bean, a Trinidadian chickpea curry, and then this past fall we launched 2 refried beans. And so I'm just really happy with the product. I feel like it hit on that initial goal that we had, in that there's an element of nostalgia, there's an element of flavor, but the products are ultimately something that you could eat. You can never eat enough beans, right? Like it's a pretty healthful food. So
you can eat them
I
straight
forgot
out of the
the last
bag.
question.
You can eat them straight out of the bag. You can eat them with rice. They're great on a salad. They're great. I mean, they're great in a soup. It's just they're already flavored, but not in an overwhelming way. They are another level.
Thank you.
Can you please give me an idea, since you're an entrepreneur, of where you started, how it's going? You know, tell us just a story about what it was like to start a business by yourself, you know, and I know that you've worked in the CPG industry for a long time. And so you can tell us where you come from a little bit and just how it's going now. And then, you know, hopefully you'll be able to tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, you know, as you alluded to, I started my career in CPG. I had a chance to work on a lot of big brands. John and I actually worked together years ago on Annie's, and I was leading new products for that business at the time. And, you know, honestly, the thing that really spurred me to start A Dozen Cousins was that there were so many great brands, very personal stories, and, you know, this love that people have for the products. And I wanted there to be a brand that like that for kind of my family and the community that I grew up in. And so, you know, first and foremost, I'll say I'm just excited that we're able to do that. You know, whenever I scroll through our Instagram and I see the pictures and I see people sharing the product, and you know, I see people that look like me or people that love the culture and the people from the places that we come from. It makes me very happy. You know, I would say just a quick business nugget in terms of where we started versus where we're at. When we initially launched the product, it was just available on Amazon. That was kind of the fastest and cheapest way for us to get started. Today, thankfully, we're in, you know, many hundreds of supermarkets across the country. You can find us at Whole Foods. You can find us at Target if you live on the West Coast. And of course, the easiest way is just to go to our website. So www.adozencousins.com. You can check us out there kind of through the store locator or order the product directly on the site.
Awesome. I mean, come on. That's it's just such a huge success story. I'm so happy for you and all of those cousins, those many more cousins to come. Please. Okay, then thank you so much, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to hang up on you because we still have Partake. Denise, here we come. Okay, bye, Ibrahim. Thank you. Okay, hang in there, everyone. Don't go away because Partake is awesome. Don't go away. Here comes Partake. It's really good. Okay, all of these companies have websites. We are going to put them in story or whatever where you do the swipey uppy thing. Here comes Partake. And then you can order them directly if you like, but support Black-owned businesses, support BIPOC-owned businesses. Denise!
Hi, Jen.
Hi, how are you?
Great, happy that it's Friday.
Oh, I know. I'm happy that it's Friday too. Is it Friday? I don't really know. I said that, but I'm just in quarantine. What do I know? It's like all one day. Okay, Denise, I'm sorry. You're my fourth person I'm talking to really quickly because I want people to hang in and hear about Partake. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us about your company, why this product, how it is so personal to you, and then we'll stop. But you have a great story, so I'll let you tell it.
Sure thing. So I'm Denise Woodard. I'm the founder and CEO of Partake Foods. We're a line of delicious, nutritious, allergy-friendly snacks. We started with cookies, and we just launched brownies and baking. My daughter Vivian, who may barge in at any moment now, is nearly 6, but right around her first birthday, I learned that she had a lot of food allergies. She's allergic to tree nuts, eggs, corn, which is really tricky, and bananas. And I was really fed up with the options that I was finding from a taste perspective, from a nutritional perspective, most of all from like the emotional impact that I thought having food allergies would have on her, like consistently being left out or having an option that she didn't feel confident sharing with her friends. And so I started Partake in August of 2017.
You started Partake in August of 2017, and I'm here to tell you, because I have been the recipient of, and I've also hunted down and bought these cookies myself. They are delicious. You would never know that they are allergen-free. They are the perfect thing. If you have a child with allergies, if you just have a child and you want to feed them clean, good food, you just tuck this in. I mean, I think about the kids with allergies in my kids' classes and how helpful it would have been for the teacher to have these behind their desk so that when there was a birthday celebrated, when something came up, when there was something unexpected, your child could have a treat that they love. Because trust me, they would love it. And the kids having the other treats would be saying, can I have what she's having?
But what we want, and I feel like the opposite is what happens. So that's what we wanted.
That's what we want. That is what we want. Can you please give me an idea, since you're an entrepreneur, and I just think it's so fun to hear stories about where you started, how it's going.
We started.
And also, where can people find you?
Sure thing. So we started in August of 2017, self-distributed, self-funded, which meant I sold my engagement ring to start the business, and I stored cookies in a climate-controlled storage unit and delivered them to natural food stores across New York City and New Jersey for about a year. And then we continually baby stepped our way to growth, and I'm proud to share now you can find us at Target nationally. You can find us in Trader Joe's, at Whole Foods and Sprouts, and on our website at partakefoods.com.
Come on, congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
is not easy to do. It's crazy that you've had such success.
And John and the Once Upon a Farm team, because the problems, as the business gets bigger, the problems are scarier. So to have you all as a resource has been immeasurably helpful.
So I was rushing so much to get to you. I didn't ask, to get to everyone. I didn't ask anyone, but have you found the program to be helpful?
Yes. Sorry, my daughter must